my iPhone.
Ah, it is easier on the devices. It seems it really is. All that technology that Meta has got, and it can't cope with everything. So good evening.
Good morning. How did you sleep?
Oh, like a baby. I
bet you did.
And I got to bed and I thoroughly, because I had somebody come to me after the live last night, who is somebody I've been speaking to for a while. So I was talking to him sort of afterwards, and I went to bed, and on the way to bed, which is, very few steps, I was thinking, I'm going to be wide awake. But I wasn't. I sort of laid my head down, and that was it. And then I sort of woke up a little while afterwards thinking, you have to wake up in the morning. You can't keep it. So how's things in Australia, and have you had a good Christmas?
Oh, I've had an awesome Christmas.
I've been seeing
absolutely awesome Christmas.
I want you to tell everybody. I've seen the pictures, but I want you to tell everybody.
Oh, well, I'm looking after my sister's farm. So there's horses, there's goats, there's dogs. I know you do. Actually, can you see? I showed Caesar the other day. Hang on, I'll take you over.
Aloha, Pauline.
Hopefully I'll be able to. No, I can't move this around, so I'll have to show you on my phone. See? There's my saddle. I go horse riding on.
Oh, I haven't been horse riding for decades.
Yeah, I can ride a horse.
Something I used to do regularly. Nothing to do with scams. So excuse me, people. We're just having a chat. We'll get to it in a minute. I used to have a group of us in the Navy. Used to have a woman who lived nearby who was ex-Navy, and she took in retired racehorses. But of course, they need exercising too. And the very first time I went, I didn't know how big racehorses were. I sort of got in, and it was like sitting at the building, and it was everything fine. It trot, trot, trot. It was a lovely horse. Trot, trot, trot.
My late husband's sister is a horse trainer.
Yeah, well, the horses knew where they were going, and they got to the end of this path, and it went, and it was me hanging on for dear life all the way up in the sky, honestly. But I got used to it, and I went quite a way.
Hey, where's your crown?
Oh, my crown? It's never far away. This is my crown.
Oh, there you go. And can I show everyone my hat?
Oh, yeah, please.
This is what my adoring family gave me for Christmas.
I just love it. I love
it. Absolutely love it.
So
I'm debating whether or not to wear it back on the plane.
You might not get on. They might arrest you as being a troublemaker. I love your cap is so honest, isn't it?
It is.
It's what
it is. It's It says, F for scammers, and then it says, no, I will not click on your link.
Thank you.
I won't read the other one because it's a bit too bold, but get a real effing job.
Yeah.
And I'll cover this up, but then there's the finger.
Oh, I wish we could put that in our header. Wouldn't that be good on you?
Oh,
I'm going to send you something that I just got in yesterday afternoon, and it's not one of our romance scams. It's a scam that comes by SMS. Now, as far as I know, it hasn't come to Australia, but I will put a yet after that. And it is telling you that there's a parcel ready to be delivered. And so what you have to do, you have to click on the link to confirm it's you, because you have to confirm your address because they can't find you. But when you click on the link, it sends another SMS, and it says that they can't find you, they can't verify you. Can you give them your bank account detail, your bank account number and PIN? No.
I actually,
and
yeah. I've actually had experience with that in the last week. Yeah, from a lady in Indonesia.
Yeah, so you know, they're trying everything. Romance scam wise, it's been an eye-opening year for me after all this time, because to me, oh, look at the state of my head, dear me, I look like I've just been dragged out of bed. To me, it's taken a step up this year. And it's a lot more intense. It is like I'm beginning to see quite a hierarchy in the hustle kingdoms, in the groups, where you can tell you've got the little foot soldier that goes out and gets everybody, and then there's somebody a little bit better, and then there's somebody a little bit better, and then there's somebody, if needed, who will come in and blackmail. We're also getting a lot more photoshopping and AI, including porn. And more than one woman said to me, "Oh, he sent me some videos of him doing some very strange things in the shower." But you know, and I'm thinking, really, you're going to accept that? You know, so we're going to have to work on AI. I like the bad AI though.
You can get some really bad ones.
They're to put up, and they really are. Somebody sat there going, "Oh, no, 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 no. I want your wife. I want your wife. I want a good woman." And you know, I'm thinking, can't be that easy, surely. So I think we're going to have to take 2025.
It's going to be our year. Yeah. It's going to be our year, Ruth, worldwide.
I mean, I'm trying to, you know, sort of making my notes in the background, because we do need a lot more media exposure. Because, okay, we can preach to people, we can, you know, we can put things out. We've got, with all our pages and channels that we've got a big following. I feel too many times we're preaching to the converted, because they're coming to us after the scam again, you know, and I just want them to check right from the beginning. I will tell you that the man I was talking about last night still met the woman in Sweden.
Did he really?
He says he met the woman in Sweden. She was the woman in the pictures, and they met for 20 minutes. Now, he didn't think, I mean, he's been scammed. He sent her thousands to Ghana for where she moved to. And he didn't think to take a picture or a selfie. But he was insisting last night, he was even insisting last night when I came up, you know, on our little chat, there was, oh God, you know, he has still met her. Now the woman in the pictures is a Russian porn model.
Porn star, yeah, she's got to be, yeah. Aren't they all?
Some of them are Chinese, you know, but they're into porn, so that's where they get the pictures from. But what I don't understand is him saying and insisting. If he was insisting they'd had video chats, fine. Morning, Bobby. Do I look as though I've risen, Bobby? Because I don't feel as I have yet. So, I don't.
And I remember you saying that when you actually spoke to him, it should have only been an hour. You took 3 hours with him.
Oh, he's been on 7 now.
Oh, good Lord. Including
the time I did yesterday, you know, and this was, I was on 3, and including other people, and we've said to him, just block. Oh, I want to see how far they can go. I said, no, you don't want to part with her. You don't want to part with her. That's the problem. So people, you know, think about it. We have this story from this gentleman who seems like a very nice man. He seems quite...
How old is he?
He only looks about I would say 50.
Mm-hmm.
And he seems reasonable. You know, you can look at some people and think they're a little not there, but he seems very reasonable. He looks, you know, just shut up.
Pinder always does that when I'm talking to you.
I did it with Christoph the other day. I did a very personal video call with Christoph Shute in California. And we were chatting about things, all sorts of things, life and, you know, him being used in scams and all sorts. And he said, take your phone over there so I can see him. So do you know what? I had to take my phone over to Pinder. I was having a video chat and he was Christoph sat talking to Pinder. Hello, Pinder.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
I don't feel it, Bob. It's because I've got tea.
Oh, you finished with the gin? Did you finish the bottle?
Oh no, I'm not a big. I'm more tonic and gin than gin and tonic.
I know you are.
But I do like the taste. And, you know, so I had a little one last night, but I couldn't finish it because I just had to fall into bed.
I'm boring, Ruth. As you know, I'm just a teetotaler.
I can't take it or leave it. I'm not, you know, I enjoy a gin and tonic. So people buy me gin. Can't even remember the last time I bought it.
Yes, we thought that you, sorry, Ruth, that we were going through all these gifts. What will we get our matriarch? What will we get her? What will we get her? And I'm so, do you want to tell everyone what we gave you? I love this. Look at that, everyone. Look at that.
That's
awesome.
So it you know, the company that has done this has done it so well that it looks like I'm all dressed up. I've got my crown. I've got my card somewhere. Oh no, my card's gone on the wall. There was gin. There was a beautiful glass again, which I laughed about because it was a big glass. I just felt that you were all telling me I had to fill it with gin and tonic. And it's just, you know, everything. Adam brought the box over, and I thought, what the hell have they done? There was everything in there. There was, you know, the vouchers, which I'm taking down to London with me next week. Oh, I forgot this.
I know, I was waiting for that, your phone case. Oh, sorry. Oh, yes, I know. Beware crazy budgie lady.
And you know, I was going to...
And show them your phone case.
I was going to show that yesterday, and I forgot I was leaning on it. And there's a phone case.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And there was a keyring to go with that, so that's on my car keys.
You deserve it, Ruth.
I just love it. I just love
it. Good.
And did you see Lottie helping me?
Oh my goodness, did I? What? Oh, she's adorable. I loved it, you know, and I loved it how she was, you know, quickly wrapping up the paper, you know, tearing the paper apart. Come on, Grandma.
But this one, and we don't know where she's got it from. I opened quite a, I took the paper off quite a big box, and Lottie looked at it and said, "It's a bomb." I know, I saw that. Do you know where she got it from? It's a bomb. God. That chapter knows she's the rope like.
Oh my goodness, she's so funny. So sorry, Ruth, I got you off track, love. So you were saying about this guy, yeah?
I can honestly, I mean, I feel sorry for him because he's lost money, and he believed, and it was over a year of his life. Morning, Jane. It was over a year of his life, and he believed implicitly. He believed so much. He believed he saw her. He went to meet her for 20 minutes. Okay. We'll pass that one over. But, you know, he sent money. He believed her. He believed that she needed money. So that's the bit that we concentrate on.
Yes.
The rest is sort of understandable because they want it to be real. So let's make it real. And the more real they have it, as you know, the harder it is to come down. It's like dragging some out your head this way and having to, morning, Anne-Marie, and having to put something else in at this side. I still think he's going to be back today. I think we're in for a 3-day with this guy.
Oh,
but
goodness me.
It's sad because there are people across the world who are sat there doing this. Now, then you've had it done to you. You've had it where you've sat where you are and you have completely believed in the person that you were talking to. Now you know more. Can you imagine the mentality of those who were sat across the world, thoroughly enjoying the fact that you believed it, thoroughly enjoying your emotional investment in this, and there were liars wanting money.
Yes, they're scum. I'm sorry, but they are. They're scum.
I can't believe the depths that they will go to. I did have an Elon Musk this morning when I on Twitter when I woke up. Elon Musk, there's a million Elon Musks on Twitter. My Elon Musk on Twitter told me that it's a big problem. So if I will just block and report, who let the dog?
Sorry, we've got thunder outside. Sorry.
Was that whether you've got? Yeah. It's also the fake Elon Musk is saying you can't do anything about it. Will I report and block it? And I thought, you're Elon Musk. You're supposed to be Elon Musk. You're supposed to own it. You know. Quora Bobby is. Do you know Quora? Quora platform is sad. So many posting about scams. It is. What worries me about Quora Bobby is the misinformation that you get on there, and some of it is misinformation. You know. But if I tell you about something, we've had a week and a half of it. If I tell you about something else as well, Cathy, because you do what we do, obviously over there. People come to you because they have a relative in a scam. We have a woman whose mother is in a scam with General Daniel B. Allen, who's only been retired since 2017. That one.
Yes.
Now, I had a look when I came off last night. And so I sent her lots of information about Daniel B. Allen. I said, show Mum this. Oh, she knows all of that. We know all of that. She just won't believe it. So I said, okay. How about if she talks to somebody from here? So Pam came in. And so you'll meet more of Pam, but she's had a little bit of time off with family problems. You know, her mum passed away and things like that. But, yeah. So Pam said, look, Pam does this. I'll talk to her and I'll put the facts to her. And I'll tell her that, you know, it can't possibly be right. And this woman said, well, she won't believe you. And all this stuff I'd sent, this woman says, yeah, we know all of that. This is, how would you like us to help you? Well, you can't really. And I thought, what am I supposed to do? You know, I said, well, would it help if you talk to somebody? Oh, no, she won't listen to anybody. I go, what the hell are you here for? We will, you do it. You and Gerlene and Alicia do it.
Yes.
We put ourselves on video call so they know it's us. Oh, Bobby, yes. We put ourselves on video call. Scammers don't. But it's so frustrating when they come to us and then say we can't do anything about it.
Why? And you wonder why they go to you or come to us, and you're telling them the truth. And one thing I always say, it doesn't matter how embarrassing it is or how derogative the information is. We want you to tell the truth.
Yeah, it's the only way forward, and it's the only way we
exactly.
Things. And if it means, because God knows I've had it plenty of times, you put information in front of a victim, and they reject that information in favour of what the scammers told them. We've tried. We have tried. We can't do anything more than that. We've tried. But give us the chance to do that. You know, give us the chance to sit there and try and tell them, because you never know, it might work. It's 50-50 sometimes it works. But you know, we sat here saying it's fake, is this, is that, sending money to a bunch of Nigerians. And then scammer is saying, but I'm real, babe. Trust me.
How many times have we heard that?
I'm gonna have a list of things on my gravestone. You know, I'm real, babe. Love you, my queen. You know, give us the chance. Listen and listen to us as much as you listen to your scammers.
And what really annoys me too is that you've educated them, you've supported them, so you think, and then they come back and they'll say, but look, I've been sent this picture.
Yeah. Well, the one that was talked about last night, but he sent a picture. She sent a picture. Lana Brooke sent a picture with a big piece of paper with a number in the middle, and that's what I told her to do. And she sent it to me really quickly. It was her. So I said, the only thing is, I said, is it likely that Lana Brooks got a hairy fingers and bitten nails? He said, I didn't notice that. No, he didn't. He noticed her face above. He noticed the piece of paper. And he noticed on that piece of paper what he had said to write. And he didn't notice the hairy arms, the hairy fingers. And it's obviously just some iPhone thing that, you know, you can put on. But we hear and we try to help people. And it's not... We have more successes than failures, I will say that. But, you know, one thing that makes me very sad, we can't stress too much, because we'll be really castigated for it. But we can't stress too much where they come from. It's about the possibility. They really think and feels it's possible. This man has really wants them. Yeah, they you know, when you're getting on a bit, and he's 35, but age is just a number. No, it's Oh, yeah. I was watching a video today of a 84-year-old woman in country town in New South Wales, here in Australia, and she was in a romance scam with Bonicelli's son. What's his name? Don't know. It's too early.
Don't know. No. and he was only about 31.
Yeah.
No. And she had lost something like $84,000, and she still didn't believe that it was a scammer.
The Daniel Allen one, she lost, I don't know how much, they wouldn't even confess how much she'd lost. But he was coming home to marry her, and you know, even though he's not young, he was still a good 20 years younger than this woman. Well, 15. But she said to her family, I don't believe you. I think I've got a good one. You know, after everything, I think I've got a good one. And can you imagine how she's going to fail? Well, you know how she's going to fail. When, you know, you come down to earth without a parachute. You know.
Yep. That's right, Bobby. Who wants a broken in general?
Well, this is it. There was a woman, and he wanted, she'd sent lots of money. and I can't remember who's using this particular one. And the thing is that a final payment, I can get it. It's a final payment, but I can't get out of the small zone. But my commander said, if I pay this money, I can be with you for Christmas. So he wanted 20 grand. And I thought to myself, I don't know a man who's worth 20 grand. You know, real or otherwise. She hadn't paid, thankfully. But
Gee, I'll tell you what, that price has gone up then. When it was my scam, it was only 5,000.
Yeah, it was Christmas. It'll go down a bit until we get to a major time, you know. Oh yes. But you saying that has led me on to something else.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrity scams. Honey, you need a membership card. Thank you for being my fan. And the membership cards are for my fan.
Oh.
Now, when they first came out, and I remember when they first came out, I didn't think they'd take off as they did. And a woman came to us, and she physically in the post had a card, a little credit card type thing, with the person, Keanu Reeves' face, her name, and she thoroughly believed, and she paid 200. Well, yes, Bobby. Do you know one? Because I don't. So this woman had paid, you know, for this card, but on the back she noticed there were spelling mistakes, and she didn't think that would happen. I was impressed with the card, but it was $200. I've seen them $5,000 this week.
I know. And people do pay that, Ruth.
I know. I mean, can you imagine any real star that, because stars value their fans, they really do. They value the people who put them there, who keeps them there. Imagine any fan, any celebrity who can't say fans and they just say fan. You know, I'd like to meet you. We can arrange a meet and greet. It's only $5,000. The thing is, Cathy, that people don't seem to think of. Can you imagine if that was real? Can you imagine the furore, the absolute outcry in the media? Have you heard? So he's asking for $5,000 to meet his fans. It just wouldn't happen, but people accept. Let's see who's going to marry me today on Twitter. Twitter's a whole new universe. Whole new universe for the scammers. They some of them are the same, some of them are different. So I've got Oliver Anthony. Hello. Thanks for all the likes on my page and all the support, showing that you are one of the special fan of mine. This is my private account here. I wish to reach out to my fans, and I have to say you are so beautiful. I would like to know you better. I haven't got a clue who Oliver Anthony even is. I've never heard of him. Certainly never been on his page. No. You know, I've got Keanu Reeves. You didn't know this about Keanu, did you? He's decided to change his name to Cool Breeze.
Okay.
Okay. Tom Felton, who was great.
What's he in?
Thanks for the love and support you showed me. It's been a wonderful year having fan like you solidly behind me. So I said, who the hell are you? I'm Tom Felton, an actor, obviously, you know, copy and paste. An actor best known for playing Draco Malfoy in Harry Potter.
Oh, of course. Of course.
A really well-known actor who was in Harry Potter when he was a kid. Now, the sad thing is that they are working. Oh, they have all crawled out the woodwork this week. I think there hasn't been any Christmas shopping done. That's right, he was Draco Malfoy, horrible little kid. Actually, he's grown up quite well. The biggest one was the biggest one was Neville Longbottom. Have you seen Neville Longbottom grown up? I mean, hunk.
Mm-hmm.
But the sad thing is, how do we get people to do as we do? And we look at somebody that we recognise. Oh, he's one that wants to marry me. So, you know, if I don't come back one day, I've got married to Kevin Costner.
Now, he's yummy.
Do you know how I got him? Because I made a comment on Twitter. We were talking about films. And somebody had said, you know, who's one of your favourite movies of all time? And I simply said Field of Dreams. All right? Nothing else. I simply said Field of Dreams. And I was inundated with Kevin Costner's. So that is the amount of hunting that they are doing. And Marie, this is something that I'm going to get Cathy to answer this. Why people often fall for a scammer time and time again.
Oh gosh.
Because this is one of her
yeah. We have had, I won't say a lot, we've had a few victims that have come to us. Yes, that have come to us, and we have spent, we can spend up to a month, 6 weeks with them, nursing them from woe to go to get them out of the scam. And we finally, celebrate. They're out of the scam, they're on their road to recovery, and then they turn around. Oh, I got this email today, or I got this friend request. Do you know this guy? He says the most sweetest things. And I think, what in the hell are you doing? I'm sorry, but I get really, really mad. It's just...
Full disclosure, people. We talk to each other behind the scenes. You know, to Australia ladies, our American ladies, also we all have our own little groups. Because, sometimes we come to each other for help. Do you know this guy? Do you know this guy? Got this. So we do talk about, victims. And the one thing that we say against the victim, if you like, time and time again is, how can the fall for it again? People come to us and say, this is my third scam.
Oh, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Ruth, I'm not going to name the person, but I just want to let people know we had a situation where this victim was in a romance scam with a general here in Australia, and we got her out of the scam, and then she was scammed again, and this guy did such a really, really good job on her. Money laundering. And I'm talking big money. I'm talking a couple of $100,000.
Yeah.
And as far as this victim was concerned, we were scammers. It was crazy. I know it didn't make sense to me, but as far as we were concerned, we were scammers to this victim. It affected the family. It divided the family. The children were on the verge of committing suicide.
Yeah.
Because this scammer had taken their parent away.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but we couldn't do any more, and we had to let that victim go.
We've had it where you do so much, but you see the problem we've got, and I'm sure people won't be surprised, is the fact that the victim will go back and tell the scammer everything that we've said.
Yes.
Hello,
exactly.
And that they will go back and tell the scammer, Money Celia, exactly what we've said. So the scammer comes back and says, "Don't talk to the scammers,"
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, because the victim is so engrossed and involved, they come back and accuse us of being scammers. I can't get that. On our Facebook page, it's got 78,000 now followers, and we're verified. Morning, Cece. Is it morning where you are? I don't know, but morning, Cece. And they'll come and tell us that we're scammers. I don't know where they get that logic from when, you know, the person that's told them we're a scammer has been Kevin Costner.
Well, this particular victim that I'm talking about, the victim ended up having the Australian Federal Police visit them.
Sometimes it's the best harsh, but it's the only way they can break the cycle.
And I've got no idea what's happened yet.
I mean, let's talk money laundering. Money laundering is when you take in money or any form of anything, and you turn it into something else. Very often it's, oh, honey, I never guess what's happened. My bank account's frozen and I'm due money in. And if I don't get somewhere to, I'm sat opposite my window. I don't know whether you can see it. I forgot. This time of the morning, the sunshine through there. So I'm moving away. So because that's what it's
my gosh. There was light.
And so please, if I could use your bank account, put the money in. He doesn't like it either. Put the money in, and then if you just, probably easiest to put it into Bitcoin, and I'll give you the wallet. And because the victim is so into the scams, the relationship, they will say, yeah, of course, it seems quite all right. So once they've done it once, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to need it quite a bit because I can't get my bank sorted. Will you make me an account? Now,
that's right.
The victim's so eager to please, and they trust their person so much. They trust their person so much that they are going to do anything for them because it looks like he needs a favour. So I'm going to do this favour for him, you know? So it's easy doing money laundering on a romance scam. Cathy, can you talk a minute while I go across my room? Can I do something with this curtain?
Yeah, I can. And the money laundering, it's not only with the bank accounts too. They will say, look, if you can just send some money to this particular account, and it might be several accounts that they will do it to. They might say, okay, look, I've got this here, I've got this account. If you can send it to this one and then send it to that one. And they are all victims themselves. And that's what the money laundering is.
But money laundering, you see, you don't see it as money laundering. You see it as doing him a favour. So money laundering is crime. It's a big crime, like I said last night. In banking, in anything in life, your account, your name, your crime.
Yeah.
So Scamboy is sat in his hustle kingdom, hustling. And he's got lots of people doing this, so he didn't really care if he loses one. Your name, your account, your crime. You are the one that's hauled off to court. And yes, we've had women in prison. He's
praying to his organ.
That's right. I know Organ intimately. I've been to Organ many times. I'm still alive, but you know, I get taken to Organ a lot. Organ is their voodoo god who kills people. And we're often cursed with Organ. But you know, we're still here. And it's so innocent. But you know, Cathy, when Pam was doing this before, Pam and I had a victim a few years ago. This I can't understand. She used to buy teddy bears and she used to unpick the seam at the front of the teddy bear, take out the stuffing, fill it with dollar bills, sew it up again and put it in a box and put it in the mail.
Oh my.
And I thought, what part of that is not computing that, that there's something wrong with that? It's not something you do every day, you know. And when she was told she was money laundering, she told us she was the oldest money, because she didn't stop. So I talked to her a little bit later. I'm the oldest money launderer in Austin, Texas. She thought it was quite exciting. The FBI turning up sort of spoils a party a bit, but
yeah, and the parcel scams too. You know, when they send the parcels to Ruth, they are really big too.
And they can be really expensive.
Oh, it's crazy.
I mean, if I send you a parcel, it doesn't matter what's in it. If I sent you a parcel from England to Australia, that parcel goes there. It isn't stopped in France and Germany and I can't think and you know, North Africa and Iran or whatever. So they have a look at it at every stage and think, oh, there's something in here that shouldn't be. Excuse me, Miss Cathy, you have to pay this money for us to get the next stage. If you pay this anti-money laundering label, we can send it on for you.
That's right.
And so that's paid. Now, you've again passed the test because that was paid. So a little parcel trundles on to its next place. It's going to be stopped and scanned. We found that there's gold in here. You have to an anti-gold label.
And of course, the fee goes up and up and up and up and up.
That's right, because you've passed the test of pay. So the fee goes up. You know, and it can run into the thousands to get this blooming parcel. And then when we say, and even, I don't know if you've had it, but even afterwards, when we've tried to tell them the parcel's fake, they'll think about it and they'll say, I'm going to have to contact that parcel company because they've still got the parcel and I'm not having it. There is no.
And have a guess what? The parcel company does not exist.
The person who sent it to you does not exist. The shipping company does not exist. The parcel does not exist. Do you know, if I get delirious and I start having nightmares, I'm real, babe, and give me the money. It's going to be what I dream about, I think. But you know, Cathy, we've got work to do, haven't we?
We have. And Ruth, I swear on the Almighty Bible that we are all going to try so hard next year to combat. I mean, we know that we'll never get rid of scams. Unfortunately, scamming's been around from, day dot. But we've got to make people understand. They're not listening. And why? I mean, I certainly, I lost a lot of money, but well, you know my story. I was able to get it back. But I don't want people to lose their money. I don't want people to get emotionally blackmailed. And I want them to get their life back on their road to recovery.
You know, they've loved a person they've not seen. They've loved a person they don't know. They've loved a person from a distance. And we've got to get them to love themselves again. Because one of the big fallouts of a scam is, I hate myself. And we get that quite a lot, not for everybody. But we get that quite a lot. Now, you hating yourself isn't going to help. You have not done this to yourself. Nobody would. Nobody's going to think, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, you've got to self-care and self-love.
And I think, I think, Anne-Marie, that I think if we can turn people's mentality around, and I think I have a belief that we can do it, but people have got to be open to it. Giving people information only helps to a certain degree. Because the best bit of information in the world is never accept a follow request. Thanks. Never accept a follow request from a stranger. With that sentence, we can all pack up and go home. But nobody's listening. How many times do we get it? Yeah, I know. Well, and thank you for telling me about that. But can you just check this one? Because she says she's in Syria.
Well, you heard what Caesar and I were discussing the other night about the peacekeeping missions and the bases. You know, people have got to realise that it's not there. It's not happening. It's all fabrication. You know,
I don't know how you can have a peacekeeping mission in the middle of a war.
Exactly. And who would tell them, you know, that who in their right mind would say they're on a secret mission?
I love secret missions. Long live secret missions up trees. I love because I'm in a secret mission, honey, so I can only talk to you at certain times.
No, I know. And you just reminded me too, Ruth, when you said talk to at certain times. People who are in scams at the moment, they probably notice, and we have brought this up before, but they probably notice too that with their scammers, they will text during the wee hours of the morning when you're sound asleep, and you think, you know, you wake up or you hear the phone and you jump out of bed and you've got to read that text message and you think, oh my God, you know, it's just wonderful. But the reason why they do that is for sleep deprivation.
Because they know you're so willing. You want to hear from them, you know, they're on a secret mission, so they can't.
Oh gosh. Yeah. And they yeah. I don't know how many times I've explained that to people.
Rebecca had it. The first time she had it was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. She sort of jumped out of bed. You know, at that time in the morning, it's bad news. Something's happened. And he said, "You do know it's me, don't you?" And she said, "Who?" And it's Matthew, he said. Now, because she was half asleep, it's Matthew, that became her slot. So most nights, she would get a call at 3 o'clock. If she didn't, she was half awake waiting for that call. So it worked even when you didn't do it. Sleep deprivation is a marvelous tool for control.
Yes. And it's funny too with my scam too, they Ellie would say to me, "Oh, is that Thomas again?" You know, because he would start texting at a certain time, and she knew the text tone, and it went on right through the night, and she could hear it from. I mean, my house is huge, and she could hear it from one end of the house, and I'd be at the other end of the house, and she could hear it. You know, and so yeah.
No, you know, we've got what I would like to do. I know we keep saying we're going to do this, but this year we are going to do it. We're going to have a subject a month that we will talk about. We will plan it.
It's a brilliant idea,
and we won't divert. So we will do a live chat on the fake package scam. We will do a live chat on the commander. We will do a live chat on the oil rig. And we will try and give basic so that people take it in. Basic information. Now, also what I want to do, which we put the videos out and then we just put what we're talking about. But what I would like to do is not a transcript, but if we're just talking about one particular subject, do a little write-up about that subject to post with the video. So if the people haven't got time to watch the video, they can see everything that, you know, they can see what we've talked about and the information that we've tried to put over.
I love that, my lady. That's wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really, really good idea. And we get into it. And then we start talking about kangaroos halfway through. Oh, God. So that is the thing. I am going to have to be more controlled. And yes, we will have one subject, half an hour, but a write-up about that subject. So that we put the video up and put it around.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if you've seen my write-ups on my pages and my groups, but as you know, I love to write. And mine are very, very long ones, but they're informative, and I think that's a brilliant idea.
But as well, you see, if we do it that way, because we're often criticised because we can't do the live chats with subtitles in, you know, I can't make if you're watching from Brazil, you get Portuguese subtitles. If you're watching from Sweden, you can't do that for all of them. But on words, they can translate them into wherever they are, wherever they are at all. So
I would also like to see maybe the girls from Germany and Denmark come in.
It is she's quite busy. She does what she will come in. I shall get her to Trixie. Trixie does quite a bit with the photo victims, and she does quite a bit with media as well. So she gets now she's German. So yes, Anita, the bird makes it very difficult to follow the conversation. The bird will shut up. I will show you.
As soon as he's finished, Pinder will be quiet.
I will show you what the bird's doing.
Pinder, stop.
Pinder is on top of his cage talking to himself.
Is that little elves? Have you got elves in the cage with him? Little elves?
No, he's
Bell.
He's sat on top of his cage. He's got the cage is always open. He's got a bar on top of the cage, but he's got a canvas behind his cage with his pictures on.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. And finally, at long last, you are going to have a break.
I am.
Yes.
From the 2nd of January, Dana, who is Romance Scam Spotter, is coming over to London, and we're having 5 days on the town.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. And literally kick your heels up. And you're very much like me. I love the live theatre. So I believe that you're going to see Les Miserables. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's my very, very favourite. And Dana hadn't seen it. And I was looking at theatre, and I was thinking, you know, things that... There was a few good ones that I hadn't seen, but I wanted to share Les Mis with her because that was so much my favourite. And it's
wow.
Something else that's not as good, but we're going to Les Mis on the Saturday. And then, you know, we're just going to talk and go shopping and do things. You know, Dana's never been to London before. I will say, the sad thing is Dana is coming over because her husband died recently. And her husband had been ill for 4 years.
A long time. Yes.
And you know, even though they're not very old, he had complete dementia. And so he was very ill for a long time, and it took the strain on Dana, and she was wonderful with him. So her sister said, right, I'm going to send you to Ruth. So that's where this happened. Yeah,
it's
it's
beautiful.
organized. I'm sending you to Ruth.
So beautiful. Well, talking about sending to Ruth, I'll let you in on a secret.
Okay.
Ellie has got maybe a job in London. They want to start in September, but she wants to see if she can wait until January.
It's what she wants.
Yeah.
It's what she wants.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, who was the real Michael Padilla? He's a very nice guy. He is used in scams. You've never talked to him, Audra. He is used a lot in scams, which is a very great shame. He has no control over this. He is, let me have a look. I'm not sure whether he is hired yet. I know he was, well, out of the military. Yeah.
No.
No, he's still in the military. Well, actually, he's National Guard now. National Guard recruiting. And I hate to break it to you, but his name's not Michael. Brandon Stokes doesn't have anything to do with where he is, Audra. And I'm sorry to be harsh about that. Brandon is like married and happy, and it doesn't. When you have been talking to a good-looking man online, you've been talking to a Nigerian scammer or an African scammer.
Sorry,
Audra,
I'm just trying to deal with dogs at the moment. Hang on a minute.
Audra, got nothing to do with you, has it? I'm not telling you. Oh, that's gorgeous.
This was my mum's dog, mum's passed away now. But this is Samson. He's totally blind, but he is a darling. My little treasure. Aren't you, darling?
So, Audra, if I can say, and people who know me will know that I'm not being harsh here. Brandon Stokes, Jake Hudson, what the hell could, he's a weird looking fella, very nice man, but he's really weird and he's not military. And Mr. Padilla, they've got nothing to do with you. Now, instead of you asking me, Jake Batman Hudson, what state is he in right now? Where's your Nigerian who pretended to be Jake Batman Hudson? Because that's who you talk to. That's who sent you pictures. So why are you fixated on Jake, who, by the way, I will tell you not quite a secret about Jake. He hates being used in scams. And he's very, very angry of being used in scams. Very angry. Brandon does as well. There's something about Brandon that, can we have just 5 minutes after this off public so I can tell you. So Audra, stop talking to men online because I'm sorry, but none of them are ever going to be real.
Thank you, Ruth.
Thank you. So we'll go in